extra squeaky.
Yeah.
I know why.
Hello, everybody. Hey. Welcome, everybody. It's the first Tracy and Fizz Big Dumb Post Show. Hi. Good?
No.
I know we're settled in. We're in a new environment. So thanks for joining us, everyone who's logging on right now. We thought this would be a fun opportunity just after the show. Immediately head over here to the studio and kind of go a little longer on some of the things or some of the topics we talked about on the show, all the fun stuff, all the behind the scenes stuff. It's a post show. You get the gist.
You know what's funny is today is what National Lazy Day. Be lazy day.
Yeah.
What you talked about earlier. I could be lazy in this chair. Like,
That's very nice. All right. The first thing I want to chat about actually is the conversation we had in training today. We were talking about how it was National Lazy Day and then how Colorado doesn't really participate because we're one of the most fit states and people are always out and about and all that kind of stuff, which is cool. And then the comment came up that you like to stay in bed so long and like snuggle up. You actually said you would be willing to, like, if you could stay in bed where it depends. Just so you can stay in bed.
if it was socially acceptable, fighting and make fun of with my kids or have to do something for them, just get under the covers, have some snacks, and not have to leave the bed for hours. If that means I have an adult diaper, then that means I have an adult
And
diaper.
you would do it. He actually said I would do it. And then the socially acceptable part is what kind of got me out. Like this morning, I was like, socially acceptable. Like, would you leave the house with them? And you said you would wear it to work and sit in a corner. Is this something you wanted to do? Like, who thinks about that?
I don't know.
In a way of like, oh, I'd totally be willing to do it. I mean, we all have our kinks, but I was a little bit like, oh, like I thought it was gonna be one of those questions on the show of like, hey, would you ever be willing to do it? And be like, ha ha ha, can't be Tracy comes up in 20 minutes. And you're like, no, I would. Dead serious.
Well, I think, got to get used to the fact that I'm not getting any younger. And maybe at some point this will become a reality.
This is inspired by a dream he had this week.
Yeah, I know. I had a really bad dream this week. So I'm not that far off.
It might be a thing.
Yeah.
So what would you do if you really did have
what's
a day?
What's your laziest day? Dream. Mine would be not getting out of bed and not making my kids food and not obviously coming to work.
It's hard because like the things like that, they sound really good in my head, right? Like, oh my God, it'd be so nice to just like sit around and read a book and have the fire going and have a glass of wine or whatever it may be. And I know no matter what, by 20 minutes in, I would need to get up and move around. Like I just don't sit still. The only place I can is by the water. Like I could mail in a day by the beach, you know, like especially like by the ocean, like I could lay by the ocean for the day. That's it.
You're tranquilized. Could you stay at the
house?
Yeah.
Well, you hit anyone with a trank dart, they're going down.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right in the neck.
It's not by choice.
She's down for 8 hours. Oh, she's enjoying her lazy day. All right, finally.
We tranked her so she'd do it, not make the rest of us look bad. Well, and you would stay in bed all day, which is okay,
I think
do your thing.
I think so. Maybe lay in the backyard. You know, the best thing to do on a hot summer day is just put a blanket in the backyard and take a nap. Oh, just face down, butt up, like I'm a child, like a baby. Just get it. I'm sorry.
This is why I'm really glad that we do a post show because this is all the stuff here that we
I want to know actually why you have the lyrics to Nothing Compares to You by Prince on your phone. Can you show?
Yeah.
This came up in Can't Be Tracy this morning. And the question was, it's been 7 hours and how many days since you took your love away? Well, my answer was 15. The correct answer is 15. You came in with 13. And after a quick conversation, the original lyrics from Prince is 13 days.
Yeah.
Sinead O'Connor changed it to 15 days.
Which shouldn't have been allowed, you know. And I didn't know that, which was so funny because our listener got it, our contestant on Can't Be Tracy got it right. And then I came in saying it's one of the greatest lyrics, arguably the greatest lyrics of all time. Sure, I love the fact that it's been 7 hours and 13 days. What a beautiful way to write something about heartbreak. And so I said it so confidently and you're like, wow, no, it's wrong. Prince did write it as 13 days. I have those lyrics on my phone because I follow a page called like the Prince Museum and it features something every day by Prince and like fun facts about him and things like that. And he wrote that on regular like spiral notebook paper. And this last Christmas, my husband had got me a book, and it was before Prince died. He met this writer, and he wanted to write, like, he wanted the book about him to be written, right? And he died before the book started. So the guy put the book out anyway, and the first part of it is about how he met Prince, and there was going to be a book. That's maybe like 100 pages of the book. The rest of it is he had access to archives, and it was all handwritten lyrics and things by Prince. And he has such a weird way of writing that I found it really fascinating. And like, he always writes the word two as the number two. And when he says
shorthand,
like
Prince was into shorthand.
But he was into shorthand. Yeah, he was like a fancy court reporter.
Yeah,
you know,
he's writing songs on that machine.
And so I thought this has to be just like a shtick, because Prince is Prince, right? He lives in Prince world and all that. Every single one of them was consistent, like for years and years and years. He always wrote this way, and so I kept the lyrics to "Nothing Compares to You." I just have them on my phone because I just thought it was really cool and really beautiful how he wrote it.
So why do we know why Sinead O'Connor changed it from 13 to 15?
No, because she's her. And like, I don't think that there is this like real reason, other than I feel like she was so about her all the time, you know, and she was very like, I'm going to do it because I'm going to do it.
Yep.
You know, I don't think she broke up with somebody and was like, well, that was 15 days ago. Can I just have this one? I think she just did it because she was like, she was her.
Yeah. Her version's better than Prince's.
This is not correct information. We did double down though. Do you really think so?
Yeah, I do.
I don't hate her version. I really don't hate her version. I mean, it's beautiful. It's heartbreaking. It's a really heartbreaking song, but
I think Luke Combs' version is better than
Tracy
Chapman's version.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do. Sometimes the cover is better. And in these two instances, I am not wrong.
Yeah, I would have to say, I mean, I think as far as it's written, it's a beautiful song. I think she did a great job. I think Chris Cornell might even have a run at a better version of Nothing Compares to You.
I need to listen to that one
again. That one hurts. Like, it's hard to listen to.
And he sings 15 Days.
Yeah, he sings the Sinead O'Connor. I don't think he knew. You know, I'd like to think, going back in time, had he known, he would sing Prince's version of the song. He's no Peter Cetera. You know, as far as the handwritten lyrics by an artist, I can sit and talk Prince, and this is the band with the Peter Cetera photo on his desk,
which will be in shot tomorrow. I'm bringing it in here. It's going to be the post show with Tracy, Fizz, and Peter
Cetera.
It's happening tomorrow.
If you can't have an ascot in your post show, what do you have?
All right, so what do we have the rest of the day? What are you going to do the rest of the day?
Today,
you've got Parker McCollum tonight.
Yes. Yeah, Parker McCollum at Red Rocks. So thumbs up if anyone's going to that show. I'm really excited about this. Parker McCollum is one of those artists that sounds exactly the same on stage as he does on his album. Mm-hmm. Like, you know how when you see some people, they're a little more grovelly, or they, you know, their highs and their lows aren't always the same. Parker is, I saw him last year about this time open up for Thomas Rhett at Red Rocks. And like, remember I came back and I was like, that's who I talked about. Like, Parker McCollum is legit. Love what he's coming out with in Randy Rogers Band too. I think it's
going to be a great show.
Super fun.
Love Parker McCollum. Do you think he's already picked out his trucker hat that he's going to be wearing?
I have.
Or is he like, is he going shopping today at Park Meadows? Got to get one.
Yeah. You see him? Look, guys, I'm in Denver. I need a
Urban Outfitters.
I got a gold chain. I mean, he's got to look. He's got to. What's your next Red Rock show you're going to try to get?
I don't know. I don't really have anything coming up.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm taking my boy tonight, my son.
Has he ever seen Parker?
No.
Parker's a good dude. If you're going to the show tonight, you're going to have fun. Doing parties tomorrow night.
It's like the weekend of tall people at Red Rocks Country, tall artists. Other than that, you guys, tomorrow morning we have a new Fanatics, which is going to be really, really fun. We're citing a mom for never stopping at neighborhood lemonade stands, and we're going to call and
monster.
And
you know those people. You know, it's like is it on a shirt where you never drive past a lemonade stand or something? It's something like that. Like it's a life thing. Like in your life, never pass a lemonade stand.
I always
like it's just good karma to stop. Yeah, you should do it.
Do you stop?
Those kids are so excited.
I know, and I always feel really bad. I really never do, because by the time
you never stop.
I never stop.
Oh, I always stop.
I don't.
You have to.
I feel bad, but then there was one kid in our neighborhood that had like a lemonade stand, $2, and I was like, suck it, $2.
Yeah,
Like,
but
no,
those
I felt
kids
that I
are
was like,
showing
God.
initiative. They've stolen their parents' materials.
Yeah, sorry.
They have used all of their lemonade, all of it, and then they keep all of the profits. If that's not the American way, I don't know what is. These kids, tell you what.
All right, you guys, it's our Big Dumb Post show every day now after the show, right at 10.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for
Wind down a little bit.
Wind down a little bit.
Thanks for joining us tomorrow.